Hey everybody, welcome back. This is card number 5 out of my Wildflower Celebrations, Cake Celebrations, two sheet wonder fun fold card workshop. Big mouthful. With this, it's 2 sheets of DSP from the Wildflower Celebrations DSP paper pack, and I'm using the Cake Celebrations stamp and die cut bundle. And with this, you make 10 cards, 2 each of 5 fun fold designs. So that says a lot, but let's move on to the final card, card number 5. This is a Z fold card. And I loved this one. This was really fun kind of putting together. So let's get started. We have our base piece of, this is old olive cardstock that is 11 by 4 1/4. And we're going to score this base at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Now, I always recommend keeping your cutting, if you're using a cutting system that has a scoring and cutting blade, make sure your cutting blade, you either remove it from it or you make sure you keep it to the top. So we're going to score this piece at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And this is along the 11-inch side. So 2 3/4 and then 5 1/2. And that's it for scoring. I've tried to keep these all 5 cards in this series to be simple in terms of scoring. So I'm going to score it first on my 5 1/2 line, as you would with any basic card. And then we're going to basically fold back the front layer on this. And that creates our Z fold. So the way I do this is I like to kind of start putting my layers on. So this is my inside layer. There. And then I'm going to add my front DSP. Here. There's the base. Just going to go over these score lines one more time, just to make sure it doesn't go too crazy. Then I'm going to build my front flap piece. So I've got a piece of white and a piece of soft seafoam. That's going here. And then I decorated this with some more DSP. And I did this on the left-hand side. Just covered that. And one more little strip of DSP to the side of this. Basically, oops. Sometimes things don't want to adhere quite when I say them, where I want them to go. That's much better. Okay. So we're going to adhere this to the front of my card, kind of centered on the front, but you're going to put adhesive only on the right back side, so the behind the left front side of your flap. So I'm trying to adhere. And then what I have some Daffodil Delight ribbon, that I'm going to tie around in a bow. I like adding a little bit of color with some either the enamel dots or ribbon to the cards. And just tie this in a bow. My fingers are not going to, anyway, I did good on 2 of the other bows. Figures the third one's going to basically give me a little bit of problems, but that's okay. That always happens. There we go. Oh, that's a little loose. Sorry, guys. Be patient with me, as sometimes my fingers don't want to cooperate when it comes to making a bow. I just start that over again. Here we go. Yeah, sometimes bows are not my friends, but it's okay. My husband has a different way to do bows than I do. He's much better at it. There we go. That's better. So Just going to cut off my excess. And then I'm going to add my cake, but first what I'm going to do is I have a little stamped banner piece, so I'm going to adhere that to the back of the cake piece like that. And then I'm going to adhere them both onto the front flap. Little covers from the dimensional seem to get always all over the place. I don't know about you, but I find them all over the house on the floor as I go. Just a couple more. Bear with me. There we go. And we're going to adhere this centered on that piece. And my banner out here. Clear off my area. And then I'm just going to add some party dots to finish off the front of this card. Oops. One last one. There we go. And what I did on the other cards, I might have mentioned it or not in the other videos, is I took a white gel pen just to add a little bit of something to the center of my flowers. And that is card number 5, the last fun fold card from my Cake Celebrations, Wildflower Celebrations, 2-Sheet Wonder Card Workshop. Thank you so much for joining me for my videos.